Thank you so much to Catering Works for the meal, to Umbrella Dry Bar for the drinks, and of course, Smooth Ivory 2 for the tunes. Well, tonight's event honors the reconnection of women to their loved ones, best selves, and higher power. Tonight is a reconnection for me to Arise Collective as well. 4 years ago, during COVID, I had the pleasure of being the organization's 40th annual anniversary virtual MC. Now, during this celebration, the organization had several nightly virtual events, and my night's theme was a taste of prison. We delved into how it would be to have a birthday party in prison. We learned a unique twist on making lasagna and a birthday cake behind prison walls. But the most important thing that I remember most is how the ladies on that episode became friends and continued their friendships because of the work that Arise Collective does. Those enduring relationships are at the heart of Arise Collective's work, and we need your help to continue their work. Coming to the stage now is Orgal Opata, Arise Board of Directors member, who will speak from lived experience with Arise Collective.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to thank everyone for being here. This is a very awesome organization, and I'm so honored to be a part of it. So some of you may know or may not know that I did 10 years in prison. And when I was in prison, I was one of the lucky ones. I actually did have support from my family throughout my incarceration. And during that time, I would write my mother and talk to her on the phone and tell her like, oh, Ma, I'm taking this class and I'm doing this, because I really wanted to show her that I was changing and I was becoming a better woman. And she would say, yes, daughter, I hear you, And so it wasn't until 2017 when I was first introduced to Arise Collective, formerly known as IPMW, where I was taking part in a program called Job Start, where my mother actually got to come and see me graduate from one of those programs. She was so proud of me that day. She didn't verbally say she was proud of me. I could see it in her face, how she hugged me, how she loved on me, how she just kept saying, oh, wow, look at you, look at you, look at you. And I knew from that day, I wanted to make her feel like that even after I left prison. I knew early on that going home to my hometown was not going to be an option for me. I needed a place where I can thrive and reconnect with myself and become the woman that I knew I was capable of becoming. And so Arise Collective welcomed me into their transitional home. I will never forget, I came home the weekend of COVID, when COVID first hit and the world shut down. Was my weekend that I was being released. So my family came, but we couldn't go to a restaurant. We couldn't, so we decided to just kind of gather up and we had a good time. But Arise Collective welcomed them in and helped me to come home with items and things. And so since that time, I briefly want to just touch on some of the things that this program helped me do in those early months, because it is so important to have that support when you first come home, not only just with financial or having somewhere to stay, but someone holding you accountable to the things that you say that you want to do. So in that time, I spent in the Arise Collective Transition Home. I was able to get my license, buy my first car, and in 6 months, they helped me find my first apartment. And it has just been a journey since then. And within the 4 years, I've actually become a homeowner. I re-enrolled in college. I am a full-time state employee. God is so good, and this organization is amazing. And so I just ask you guys to just know, like, it is so many women that needs this organization when they first come home. Because again, like I said, just having someone to listen to you, someone to help you, because when you first come home, you don't know, you're fresh out, you're not sure, and you have that support. And some people don't have their family. And then there's other women like me that know they want to do something a little different than going back from where they come. So I thank you guys for allowing me to speak and share my story. Y'all have an amazing night.
Hey, everybody. How's the food? Oh, my goodness, I am so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful for all of you being here. Tonight, I have the distinct honor of introducing a couple of ladies who are making that climb today. I will say that I am the director for the Women's Reentry Project of Arise Collective. I am a daughter and a sister and a friend and person in long-term recovery, and I'm also someone who spent 20 years on the inside. Dr. Doris likes to say, we don't look like what we've been through. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to work with these beautiful women, to have a platform where we can offer opportunities. And, our mission is Heal, Grow, and Thrive. We give them the tools and needed to do that. But ultimately, it's her choice. And I'm so grateful to be a part of the work. Have an amazing team, just an amazing staff. I won't carry on. I got a lot to be grateful for. I know all the things not to do when you come out. In September 16th, I celebrated 17 years home after being 20 years inside. But I'll also say that I spent the first 10 years out on a mission to kill myself. All the things, I didn't know what to do. My mother died before I got out, and I was lost. SouthLight Healthcare was my Arise Collective at that time, and they put their arms around me, and I kept my head above water just long enough to make it to the shore. And now I understand my purpose is to help those that I left behind. So we have two very nervous young women who are going to come up here and talk to you. I'm just crazy about them. They both came into our program intimidated, beaten up by the world, shy, hidden, staying small, and I know all about that. The first young lady I'm going to ask to come up, she lives into her name today, and that is Faith Parker. Please help me welcome.
All right, guys, I'm very nervous, so I wrote it all down because I knew if I didn't, I would forget everything. All right, my name is Faith Parker. As she said, I'd like to take a few moments of your time to tell you a little about me, okay? I had a great childhood, raised in a great home with both parents and two older brothers. We were brought up in church. When I turned 19 is when my life took a turn for the worse. I thought I was grown and had everything figured out, but boy, I was so wrong. I quickly became addicted to pain pills and years later turned to heroin. No matter what I used to do, it would always call me back. I've been to prison 4 times. This last time is when I got sick and tired of it all. I felt at my complete lowest, felt my life was over, that I would never get to see my kids again. I felt they deserved better anyway, so why even bother living? God had different plans for me though. God set me down and he humbled me. I knew I wanted, needed, and deserved a better life than the repeated cycle I had been so-called living. God pointed me in the direction of Arise Collective. They are the most amazing program I have ever heard of in my life. I still remember my interview I had over the phone with Megan. I wanted a better life, and she told me that she believed in me and wanted a better life for me too. They were waiting for me outside when I got released, took me shopping for clothes, shoes, hygiene items, food, home essentials. They also had a phone, a bed set, towels, washcloths. I know I'm forgetting quite a few things, but they really hooked me up and made me feel so loved. And it didn't end on that day. They have been with me every single step of the way, never leaving my side, with their continued support, love, and encouragement. With them, I was able to get the proper dental care that is so much needed, medical care, not only physical, but also mental. They have been so supportive in my recovery. They even paid for me to become a peer support specialist so that I can have a career and not just a job. They also helped me get my license back by taking me 2 hours away for court, not once, but twice, with no questions asked. And when I wasn't able to get into court by myself for my license, they not only gave me the resources for legal aid, but also helped me apply for it, which a few weeks later, I was finally able to obtain my license. I'm now days away from getting a car with their help. I am so forever grateful for all of these things, but the thing I am most grateful for is how they helped me with my kids. I gave up hope years ago, and they have been beside me, encouraging me, connecting me with lawyers who can help. That means the absolute most to me. All of these things make me who I am today, and I cannot express the love and gratitude I have for this program. This is not even a program to me anymore. This is my family. I don't know what I would do without them. Thank you.
Come on, a little more love than that. Come on, Faith. It's good stuff right there. So the next person I want to bring before you is, man, she keeps us on our toes. She certainly does, but she is a champion. You hear me? She fights for it. She's been fighting for it. She's been with us almost 3 years. And she has been fighting and just seen some really miraculous things come into play for her in the last year. I won't give you too much. Please help me welcome Melissa Graves.
Hello, everyone. I am so nervous. So, my voice is gonna shake because I'm nervous. So, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about where I was, where I am, and where I hope to be. I did practice this. So, I was living in a very, very dark world. Whatever darkness was, whatever I thought I was bad enough to do, I did it. I ended up, I lost relationships with my family. I'm from Mississippi. I moved to North Carolina in 2018. Still wasn't ready to change, still living in darkness. And I ended up going to prison. And that's what did it for me. My family was my number one support. But when you're in prison and I don't know the word to say, like, I couldn't talk to my mom when I wanted to. I couldn't talk to my kids. I had a grandson that was born while I was in prison. I wasn't there for my daughter. So I ended up getting released in 6 months, and she's in front of me. Stephanie Treadway picked me up. And I moved into Pineland. Soon, IPMW took over. And I remember Kim saying I was gonna leave, and she said, give it a shot, just stay. And I'm glad I did. So, and I know I'm a piece of work. But the number one thing was I didn't give in. It was times that I did throw in the towel, but God threw it right back and said, wipe your sweat and keep going. So just to let you know a few of my accomplishments, I'm back in my family's life. I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, I'm a grandmother. And I didn't have a sister. I never had a sister, but I got a sister when I got a rise. Courtney, wave your hand. And we just like sisters. We fuss and everything, just like sisters. So I've been with Arise 3 years, and I'm back in school. I'm graduating from Campbell University. You clap too quick with a 4.0. Um, um, I wrote, so one more thing, Arise got me lifts for 2 years to work, like clockwork. And I ain't talking about right up the road, but I have a car now. Um, um, so life is happening. And I just want to say to the newcomers, the girls that's coming in, it's not going to be easy. Things are not going to always go your way. You're going to get some no's. You're going to have curfews. You're going to get, but if you stick it out, it'll work. But you got to be willing to work it. So again, thank you, Arise, for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. I wouldn't dare leave without thanking Dr. Doris, Megan, Robin, everybody, Michelle, Lydia, son, I give them all a headache. I know I do. But one thing I will not do is give up. Brandon, I see you right there. Thank you again. And for everybody that's going to donate, it's for a good cause. So if everybody will pull out your phones for me, do you got a phone? Thanks to Arise, I can smile today. So I got them about 2 weeks ago. So again, thank you, and everybody have a good time.
We have to, this is what we do. We keep what we have by giving it away. So you be encouraged. And these gals, Missy and Courtney, I just recently got their peer support specialists too. We're going to keep the work going. Thank you so much.
Wow. Faith and Melissa, your stories are so impactful and they really give us the fuel this organization needs to keep moving forward for other justice involved women. So thank you so much for sharing your stories. Now, to help us with our fundraising needs, we've got a dynamic auctioneer, Ben Farrell. We've had the pleasure of working together. I think this will be our third time now, Ben, and he is so dynamic, so wonderful. You're going to walk out of here thinking, I didn't mean to spend that much. Because Ben is just going to have you raising that paddle over and over again. And he's so good, and we are so thankful that you are here. He is an auctioneer, a speaker, and trainer serving charities and nonprofits nationwide. And we are fortunate enough to have him right here with us. Ben will lead us in our Fund a Need tonight. This is an opportunity for all of us to participate, and you should have received a paddle when you checked in. If there is an amount you would like to participate in, simply raise your paddle and your number will be recorded. Before you leave tonight, you will be able to settle up your charges. Is everyone clear on how this works? Raise your paddle when you hear something you're interested in, and then please settle up before you leave tonight. Okay, let's get ready. Is everybody ready for Ben? All right, Ben, they're in your hands.
Thank you. Thank you. Friends, there is nothing that I can say that can compare to what we've just heard on this stage. And when we applaud, I think this is very important. When someone is brave enough, strong enough, and willing to share their story and open up about where they have been and how hard it was, we need to give them what I like to refer to as the 10 out of 10 applause. So let's give it to them right now. Let's hear it. Come on. Let's hear it for them. Let's hear it for Faith over here. Missy over here. Come on. Yes. Yes. Raise your hand if you've ever had a conversation with Jennifer Jackson. Raise your hand if you've had a conversation. I'm glad you all said yes when she talked to you. Okay, I'm going to get serious here. Because a lot of times auctions, a lot of times it's fun. Unless you have Super Bowl tickets or something to the Final Four, something you want to donate right now, there's not going to be any selling happening, and no items to be sold, right? In fact, because this is a moment where we get together and honor the work of Arise Collective. And we're investing in the women they serve. And before this event, a lot of people were saying, oh, there's a lot of stuff going on, Ben. A lot of stuff going on. Election year stuff going on. Right? Floods, hurricanes. Well, some of that stuff, right, we can't control. The reason we have over 170 people here is because this is a community and this is an organization that is going to take action on the things that they can contribute to, and they're going to do the things that help, and they're going to do the things that work, which is why we're all here. We're going to invest in what works. There's no mystery here. These are lives. We're improving the lives of others. And there was a gentleman, I met him, he was in his late 90s. His heart was barely working, had a crazy contraption attached to it, keeping him going. He was still out volunteering and serving. And he said, Ben, if you help everyone that you can help when they need help, you help them when you can and when they need it. When you need help, Ben, and believe me, we're all going to need help, right? One way or the other. We're going to need our help. You won't have to ask for that help because those you have helped will be standing there ready to help you. And that's what we're hearing tonight. Women who are having reentry with all of the doubts and all of the struggles and all of the concern and all of the unknowns, sometimes in the disbelief or a lack of faith. Arise Collective gives that to them when they succeed, as we've heard tonight, they choose to pay it forward and help the next woman as she re-enters. So it's a beautiful thing, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to be making investments tonight. We're going to be raising our paddle and making donations. Now, I want you, as Philonda says, it's very important that you use the paddle, number one, that they gave you, or look around your table. If someone's looking at TikTok, use their paddle and have them give substantially. Now look, we're going to have some smiles here, but I'm serious. There's a lot of places you can invest your money, and investing here is truly, truly a place that you can trust. And you've heard it on the stage better than I could ever say it. So we're going to start. If you have never participated, we'd like to call this a fund to need. I'm going to share with you some of the things. You've heard some of the things that Arise Collective does. I'm going to share you some specific areas where when you make a donation, you can have an impact because they help in a lot of different ways. And when I'm going to give you a number associated with that, when I hear a number and that number speaks to you and you want to make that contribution, simply raise your paddle and I will call your number to record that amount. Now, our goal here tonight is all in. Just find an amount. Well, we're going to start at a big number. I'm going to work my way down. And when the number feels good to you, feels right to you, make the contribution. Our goal tonight is if everyone contributes, the collective gift makes the difference. As I told Jennifer, that when I started out in auctioneering, we used to sell all kinds of stuff. Here we go, give it a go, give it a go. It was so fun and exciting. And afterwards, it was an event, and I was feeling so good. And a lady shook her finger at me, and she's like, "Man, she was shaking like this, coming after me." And she said, "You got to be ashamed of yourself there, auctioneer." I said, "Oh, did I make a joke that didn't go over well?" She said, "No, you've been selling everything. Raffle tickets, silent auction, live auction. You probably sell these tablecloths if they let you sell, sell, sell." She said, "But guess what? This is a charity that needs money, and you never asked for money." And she goes, "I have lots of money." And she was giving me a hard time on purpose. But she said, "Listen, I don't need anything. Had an amazing life, blessed life. I've been the places I want to go. I've got all the things I want. In fact, I'll take your card. You can come to my house and sell all this stuff that I don't need anymore." That's why we do a fund to need. This is where you give directly. It's 100% tax-deductible donation. So here we go. Are y'all ready for this? Very exciting. Very exciting. We're going to have lots of applause. I don't want you to hold back when it gets quiet. People get uncertain when they're uncertain, not sure what to do. So I want you to raise your paddle with confidence. When someone raises their paddle, you got to cheer for them. We're going to acknowledge every single gift. We're giving together. We're making a difference together. We're doing this here together. We're part of a beautiful place. Despite what anyone else will tell you, we're living in a community where people love each other, friends. Loving people they don't even know. They love one another, and we're here for one another, and we're going to do this together. So I'm going to start out with a pretty big number. You ready for this? How about $7,500? And you're saying, Ben, that's a big number. Guess what? 1 month of case management for all women in our reentry program. How important is case management for the reentry program? How important is it that we're visiting justice-involved women where they're still inside and getting them planning, getting them prepared, getting them confident so when you come out, this is the plan. And when they come out, they have a case manager that's going to tell them what to do, when to do, and how they're going to be doing it, giving them the plan, giving them the step-by-step to get them on the path to the best reentry possible. Well, 1 month for all the women is $7,500. And if you would like to lead us off, and stand by. Yes, Molly? Okay, someone has dialed in. By the way, if, like the TV show, if you'd like to phone a friend right now who has 7,500. Hello, John?
Hey, how are you?
John, I am well. We're just here, 170 plus so of your friends here, Rise Collective, and we are kicking off our Fund to Need, and our first request is 7,500.
Well, my wife, Rachel, and I would be happy to make that pledge to Rise Collective.
John, they're going to give you a 10 out of 10. Let them hear you, everybody. John Harden, 7,500. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It is appropriate this time to say who would like to join John and his wife at the $7,500 level. And I want you to think about this too, just all the areas where we spend money sometimes. We spend the money, and here tonight it is not a spend, it is an invest. It truly is. Our next level, $5,000. Now, this would imagine this covering one-to-one pastoral care to the entire Women's Reentry Project for 1 year. How important is pastoral care? How important it is to say hello and yes, to awaken the spirit inside, and someone is raising their paddle, 5,168. Let's hear it. Come on, let's hear it, 5,000. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, thank you. Look, does it feel good in here? By the way, I didn't tell you this. It's a little secret you may not know. When you raise your paddle and make a donation, the people at your table, oxytocin explodes from their bodies. Right, your serotonin receptors wide open. There's no medicine for this. It is the act of giving, and it does work, and it does make everyone feel better. Now, the next level we're going to go to is $3,000. And this would cover housing. Now, friends, raise your hand if you understand the housing crisis in not just North Carolina, but the United States of America. It is a crisis happening. It is so very expensive. And Dr. Doris wants to tell us a little bit about this. Do we, Dr. Doris? Oh, right over here. So yes, tell us. Oh, and, excuse me, and the higher education, please. I'm sorry, Doris. Dr. Doris.
The Higher Education Initiative. Thank you, Ben. So the Reentry Higher Education Initiative is an amazing partnership with Dean Wingett at Campbell University. Dean Wingett, raise your hand, let everybody see. Stand up, stand up. So we have the wonderful opportunity to be able to celebrate with 3 amazing women who will graduate with their associate's degree in behavioral science and general studies on December 14th, 2024. And these 3 amazing women are Mindy Locklear, Missy Graves, and her sister, Courtney Whistler. We are elated. We're so happy. I will tell you what Missy didn't share earlier when she spoke. When we started recruiting for this initiative, Missy said to me, well, Dr. Doris, I hear everything you're saying, but you just don't understand. She said, I've been in prison a long time, and I've been out of school a long time. And I said, well, I bet you I do understand. Who better to understand than a high school dropout when they went to prison, which would be me, who earned an associate's degree, who then went on and pursued a bachelor's, then pursued a master's, and then had the bold audacity to earn a doctorate. Who better understands, right? So that's what we do in our partnership, our amazing partnership with Campbell University. So these three amazing queens, Campbell Queens, will graduate on December 14, 2024, and we couldn't be more proud. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. And big thanks to Campbell University. And so they do cover that tuition cost, but of course the cost of housing is what I was thinking earlier that we need to cover. That's what this audience can cover. So that is $3,000 to cover that cost. If someone would like to lead the way, raise your paddle at the $3,000 level. Very exciting if you do that, $3,000. And you can think about it. It's also, yes, ma'am. Come on. 107. Give her a big round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I should say that none of these levels are limited to just one battle. If I didn't, as many people to raise does absolutely make the difference. So are we ready? One more at 3,000? One more. One more. And I like what Missy said earlier when she said she didn't believe in herself. And how many times have we heard a story where someone has to believe in you first before you can then believe in yourself? That's what everyone on this amazing staff is doing for every single participant in the program. Missy, thank you for sharing that. Now, next up, we're getting down to the $2,000 level, And I would like to have our chaplain just share with us just about how important this is and how you can benefit. Where's our chaplain? Thank you, Chaplain Rossoff. Give her a round of applause right back here. Thank you.
Yes. So just $2,000 can cover art supplies for the entire North Carolina Correctional Institution for Women's Campus. Throughout the year, I, as the Arise Collective community funded chaplain, partner not only with chaplaincy services, which I am a part of, but the programs department, getting these huge rolls of different colors of paper and tempera paints and glitter and glue and art. It may sound like, oh, just fun and games, but creative expression is a mode of healing and moving through and beyond trauma. And so just that amount of money covers art supplies for the largest women's prison in the state for a year.
And how many women are currently?
We have around 1,000 to 1,200 at any given time. It's a lot of people.
So we've made some applause tonight for those who are with us, but if we could, why don't we just send some love and positive energy here tonight for those 1,000 women who need our help? Let's do it. Let's hear it for them. Remember, 10 out of 10 every time. 10 out of 10. So here we are at the $2,000 level. That is covering everyone for the year. Everyone, every woman in there. Right here, bidder 111. Give him a round of applause. Thank you, sir. 2,000. 2,000. Who's with him at 2,000? Who's with him at 2,000? 1 year and then the next year. 2,000. Now here we are at the $1,000 mark. And how important is this? The transition to independent living. You've heard the phrase, we can open doors for you, open doors for you. Well, here, this $1,000 can literally open the door. Helping a participant transition, as we've heard tonight, on a path to education, on a path to a career, getting your license back. And by the way, getting a driver's license, you think at 16 is a thing. If your license is ever taken away, to get it back, you might as well be trying to climb Mount Everest in a snowstorm, okay? For everyone that's had to do that, we understand that climb. But here we go, $1,000. Yes, sir, right back here. Number 56, give him a big round of applause, $1,000. Who else is with him for 1,000? Yes, ma'am, number 63. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Yes. Thank you. And another one, number 53, $1,000. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, ma'am, 150, 1,000. Let them hear you nice and loud. 1,000. 1,000. Yes, yes, yes. 1-0 true. Thank you, ma'am. $1,000. Let them hear you. Oh, someone asked, said, Ben, are you going to be asking for donations? I said, yes. And he said, are you going to ask for $1,000? I said, yes. And he goes, well, my wife is here, so if you could ask for 1,000, she'll probably say yes. It's just a way of thinking about it. So if you think about it for just a second, 1,000, we're in the 100, 1,000. Just think about how that sits. That's what I'm talking about. Give him a round of applause. 155. That's yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. 1,000 exactly. Right now, who is feeling really good? We're raising money, or we're not. We're doing this right. We're doing this, and we're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, man. I got to make sure I don't get out of line. I'm very excited to hear this. All right, this is the next one. When I first heard about this, I just knew it was something special. And so, Kim, we're going to talk about Queen for a Day. Now, raise your hand if you already know what this is. Queen for a Day. So thankfully, not everyone's raising your hand, so you don't know about this, but can we tell them about it right now? Let's tell them about it right now.
Sure. And to your point, we can't tell it as good as Faith did just a minute ago. Whenever the women come out, these days, you have the clothes that you have on, maybe a pair of slides. If you were lucky enough to buy a pair of shoes inside, you came out with those. But that is it. No hygiene, just a white bag that might have books in it. So we want you to feel welcome to come home. You got a place to come home to, a safe place to lay your head. And in the room, we put a basket. We want her to be queen for the day. This is your day. Welcome back to the world. And so in the basket, we have towels, we have hygiene items, we have a phone, we have cell service for 90 days. My gosh, what else do we have in there? It's gift cards, the linen. When we have new folks come out, we don't want them laying on sheets that somebody else has laid on. They're not free. They're not free at the Walmart. So we really want to put stuff in this basket that says you're special. We want you here. We want you to have what you need, and we're going to help you get there. The first 90 days or so is tough. Folks don't have a job, don't have an idea about a job. So that's what Queen for the Day is. Welcome home, baby. We're going to take care of you here.
Yeah. So when you come out, clothing, hygiene products, bedding, most of all, it's a statement that says you matter. You matter to the world, you matter to us, and now I hope you matter to you as well. This is something I think is very special, giving someone a real boost, real support, knowing that they're loved. I'll lead the way at this one, $500 for this right here. Number 51, I'm going first. And by the way, he is giving again, so watch and learn right there. Number 56 is giving 500. Give him a round of applause. Number 13, 500. Now don't stop cheering, whatever you do. 188, yes ma'am. Give her a round of applause. I think I said number 13, thank you, 500. Number 80, give him a hand. Number 147, give him a hand. Number 137, yes ma'am. Number 112, yes ma'am. Number 32, thank you, 500. Number 156, yes, thank you, 500. Number 169, yes, sir, 500. Number 10, $500. Give him a round of applause. Come on, yes. Remember, if anybody's looking away, you can make a pledge on their behalf. Yes, sir, giving again. He's giving again. 155, $500. Give him a round of applause. He's already given twice. Here, give him a big round. Thank you, sir. Yes. 500. Whew. Number 55, yes. By the way, I like that technique. That's a very good technique. You wait till just before we go to the next one, then you say, yes. I like that. 500. All right, we're raising money here. We're going all the way down. Level for everybody, okay? Level for everybody. And it's really adding up, and it's really making a difference. We're going down to 375 for the cost of peer support specialist certification. Now, we just heard this from Faye. She wants to be a peer support specialist. I maybe not the best one. I think we're going to ask Megan to tell us the best way and explain the power of peer support specialist.
Hey. So, peer support specialists are incredible because they are individuals with lived experience with substance use and mental health and justice involvement. And we've heard from two of the women in the Women's Reentry Project at Arise Collective who have received their certified peer support specialist certificates, but there are also 4 others. So we have 6 in total that have completed that training and are now certified peer support specialists. And we have several more who are interested in pursuing that. And the cost for that is $375. But it is life-changing for all of these women. And it is a common theme with all of them when they come out, that they see that the peer supports on staff and they see the peer supports that have impacted them in their lives and in their journeys, and they want to give that back to other women. And so it really means a lot to them, and it means a lot to me and to all of the women here in this program that have been here for 3 years or less than 30 days. And that is why we are here, for them. And I hope that all of you know that all of this is for you and that you matter. And we believe in you and know that you can be peer support specialists. And the people in this room are going to help us make that possible.
Yes. Yes. There is no better testimony than someone receiving the help and immediately deciding they want to learn and do the same for someone else. It is the clearest example of what works. This is 375, and I bet some of you in this room used to spend that amount for deluxe cable packages back in the day, and you know that you did. And I've always remembered and never forgotten the gentleman in the boardroom who slammed his phone on the table and really let it go. All of it. The most colorful and descriptive profanity you've ever heard. Really good at it. And we said, are you okay? What's going on? He said, I'm just sitting here realizing I've been paying every month for this cable TV that I tell my kids not to watch. He said, and this is just one example. This is one example. Had I been sending this small amount monthly to this group that we're serving tonight, look at all the good I would have done, how good I would feel. And we all said, it's like planting the tree. When is the best time to plant it? Either 20 years ago or right now. So here we are at the 375 mark. Who will lead us the way on 375? And there she is, number 163. Thank you very much. Yes. And number 39, give her a round of applause. Here we go. 375. 375. One more at 375 if you're just thinking about it. 375. All right, here we go. Now, we're getting down here to the 250. And we heard this earlier, how challenging it is to be separated from your family, separated from your parents, or separated from your children. $250 will cover the cost of a visit for a woman to visit their children and their family. Now listen, what better gift could we give than that visit? $250. Who would leave? Yes, Valanda, thank you. 22, 250. Number 57, give her a round of applause, 250. Number 10 is giving again, 250. Number 36, thank you, 250. Number 79, 250. And number 30 right over here, 250. And number 14, we see you right here, 250. And you know for a fact there are people willing to spend $250 to watch Mike Tyson beat up that guy on YouTube. Bid for 100. Give her a round of applause. 250. Here we go. 250. 250. You can quickly see how this collective gift, all these areas, you're learning about all the different ways that women are served, and you are supporting all of those every way down the line. We're getting down to $100. $100 can cover the monthly workshop for women in reentry. And it's the boot camp, only $100 though, $100, and leading away already. Number 37 right here, 100. Number 136, 100. Number 28, thank you, 100. 165, 100. Don't stop cheering whatever you do. 200, yes, sir, $100. 166, $100. Number 21, $100. Here we go, everybody. Look at all the cards, everybody. 121, 100. 101, 100. 135, thank you, Chaplain, 100. 43, 100. Number 20, 100. Don't stop cheering. Don't even get tired. Number 35, $100. Number 77, 100. Number 18, thank you, Mr. Bynum, 100. Number 47, 100. Number 11, 100. Number 141, 100. Come on, everybody. Number 134, $100, and number 162, all at 100, and 103. Come on, everybody. Yes. Yes. Woo. Yes. Yes. We were speaking just a minute ago, the world will tell you, right? The world will tell you that everyone's at odds, that everyone's in total disagreement. But I think right here, right now, we could say that we're all on the same page. Would you all agree? Amazing. Amazing. Now, we're going to do 3 more levels because we're going down, because we're going for just so everyone can participate. Now, the next level is 50, but I don't want you to raise your paddle yet at 50 because I want to come back to this because I'll do something special at 50. So I'll tell you what that is in just a minute. But if you're thinking about 50, get ready. You're probably going to want to raise your paddle. You're probably going to want to raise your paddle at 50. But $25. And so this is the power. This is the power of even the smallest gift. It's a major impact and can have a lifelong impact on a person's life. $25. Cover the cost of books for a woman in prison engaging in self-study. Leaders are readers. The more you know, the better off you are. We all know this. Can you imagine the power? And I just heard the story on NPR about how they're limiting so much reading materials for people who are incarcerated. So we need to be saying, yes, exactly. That's going to be the second part of the program where I stand up here and just go off on all the stuff that we all agree on, right? Okay. But here we are, the cost of $25 for providing the book. Absolutely, yes. Number 20, 25. Number 92, thank you, 25. 119, thank you, 25. 157, thank you, 25. 15, thank you, 25. 54, thank you, 25. Let me know if I'm going too fast. 188, thank you, 20. Don't stop cheering. Now, here we go. This gets exciting. This whole table is in on the action. 184, thank you, 25. 27, 25. 25, thank you. And she's holding up 2 cards. I don't know who she picked up, but give her a hand. 145, 25. 13, this entire table, 25. Number 128, thank you, 25. Number 118, thank you, 25. Number 41, thank you, 25. Number 36, this entire table, 25. Number 67, thank you, 25. Number 77, thank you, 25. Number 47, thank you, 25. Number 122, yes, 25. Number 120, thank you, 25. And number 50, thank you, 25. And 73, thank you, Jennifer, 25. Is that good? Woo! Number 29. And I don't know who was on the mic earlier, but if there were to be a live auction tonight, we could probably auction off one of these voices to be your voicemail on the radio. Are you all, I mean, on your phone, right? Hello, and coming to the stage. I mean, it's good, smooth, amazing, amazing, and beautiful. So let's think about that for a live auction item. All right, now here we are. Amazing, right? Amazing. We're going back to the 50 in just a second. We're going to do one more level here, right? So $10. And the reason this is important because it provides resource and referral support for women who reach out to us, right? Not everyone is in the know and not everyone has been introduced, but people hear and when they call, right? How important is it when you call a place? How important is it how they treat you when they answer the phone? Is it going to be an invitation? Is it going to be with open arms and open heart? Is it going to be someone you can trust? You can feel the warmth, right? So that first call is so very important. So here we go. And do we get calls every day, Jennifer? Every day. Every day. So here we are. $10, and then we're going to finish back at 50. So who would like to lead the way at the $10, covering that support, that first phone call? And by the way, it's very empowering to be the first one. And there she is, number 95. There we go. Thank you, $10. Number 86, thank you for 10. Number 20, thank you for 10. Number 128, thank you for 10. And number 54, yes, thank you for 10. And number 60, thank you for 10. Yes, yes. And number 126, thank you as well for 10. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, this last thing, the last one, I'm going back to 50 right now. You're going to want to get your paddle out for this. Very straightforward right here. A brand new outfit upon release. Okay, do I need to say anything else? Now, here's the deal. I think it's so many people are going to raise their paddle right here that, and you've heard me, yelling and screaming. So we're going to call this just a paddle drop. So if you want to do this, we're going to hold them up. And this will be the last time you need your paddle. So I'm going to turn it in. And I'm turning mine in for this 50 so I can provide the outfit. And so if you want to do this, join me at 50. Everyone put up your paddle right now if you want to join me on this. So just don't pick them up just yet, Molly. We'll just look around. We'll bring the bag up here. I'll be the first one. But take a look at all these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yes, 23, 24, 25, 25 outfits, 26 outfits right here. 27, 28, let's do it. Amazing. All right, let's put them in. Let's give yourselves a big round of applause, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here we go. It's okay. I'm going to be chasing her around here. So here we go. Here we go. Turn to the person to your left and right and say, thank you for being here. Tell them, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Woo. The last thing I'm going to say before I appreciate everyone with your energy and enthusiasm. I appreciate you being here. It's important for us. It's important for us to spread the word of Arise Collective. So wherever you are, don't be afraid to talk to a stranger and tell them about Arise Collective. Because each year, this event is going to grow, it's going to grow, it's going to grow until we filled up the convention center across the street here or down the street. And we can help as many women, we can help all 1,000 women right down the road here. And William Barclay is the one who famously said, in the short time we have on earth, it should be our duty to do all the good we can in all the ways we can for all the people we can. By signing up and showing up here tonight, you have done exactly that. We love you so much for being here and being so generous. So give yourselves one last round of applause. Valanda, we'll let you go back up here. Thank you all.
I told you he was good, didn't I? Thank you all so much for your generosity, and thank you, Ben. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage the CEO of Arise Collective, Ms. Jennifer Jackson, as she shares her remarks and presents the Hope Awards.
Ooh, well, Ben said oxy, whichever one of the hormones it was. I don't know. I'm just all over here. My goodness. Let's give him another round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Valanda, where did Yes. Thank you so much for saying yes. Thank you for saying yes. So we really are blessed. We are blessed. I want to first, though, acknowledge, so we have, in addition to everyone here being amazing, we have some legislators, and we know that in terms of things changing on a systemic level, which is what we all want, right? We are able at Arise Collective to help each woman, woman by woman, and we know that we need the help of folk in the State House to unlock some of the doors that could affect broader swaths of the women. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Ben. So I would like to recognize the elected officials and candidates for elected office. If you would please stand so that we could acknowledge you. I know we have Janet Cowell here, who is running for mayor. And we have Sharika Thomas, who is the chair of the Wake County Commission. We really want to thank you all for being advocates of second chances. I also want to say, most people would not know, but Janet Cowell actually, I think maybe somebody already said it, Janet Cowell was the first landlord for the Women's Reentry Project back in 2020. So we really want to thank you both. And is there anyone else, any other elected officials that I might be missing? All right, thank you. So you have heard a lot about our organization from the lips of those who experience us most directly. And I really want to thank you all. I want to thank Missy and Faith and Orgal and Jen and everyone else who has spoken. Kim, of course, because they have given you a window into the work that we do, the over 500 women that Chaplain Alyssa gets to serve inside the prison walls, and the 7 safe houses that can house up to 23 women at a time that's overseen by our program director, Kim, and housing coordinator, Michelle. And the peer support and case management provided to up to 30 women a year in our residential program, each year by our care coordinators, Robin and Lydia, and our senior care coordinator, Megan. The hundreds, should I say thousands, Anthony, but the hundreds at least rides provided by our organization driver, Anthony. The assessments and intakes conducted by our clinical director, Jasmine. The dozens of text behind chats and conversations with women while they're still behind the prison walls. The non-residential services offered to women who don't live with us, but are still a part of our community. And amazingly, our administrative staff do the heavy lift on those. So thanks Sharice and Benita and Tashani for fielding those calls. So you've also gotten to take a peek inside the windows of the grief groups and the financial literacy training, the boot camps and the breath workshops, the writing workshops, the farm visit. We've got our friends here from Unheard that facilitated that, the art projects, the garden walks, and even an upcoming trip to the state fair thanks to the generous donation of a faith partner. What you don't get to see are the late night calls, the after hours crises of women having, for instance, of not late night, but a panic attack in the supermarket. The desperation in their voices, the tears, the disappointments, the daily microaggressions that they face, and the countless small wins, the joys, and the celebrations. The above and beyondness that comes from personal connection coupled with passion for the women and for this work. These are just a few of the ways that our staff cross that divide of us and them and into the mutuality and the we-ness that is at the heart of the truth of this work. And in this, I will let you know that you are all my heroes. Soon you're going to have a chance to get to meet some of the many wonderful people and partners who really feel like second family to us, because this work does not happen in isolation. An entire community is necessary to fill the gaps, repair the breaches, remove the barriers, and fling wide the doors with welcome for our sisters returning to us after their time away. No one group can do it all. And that is all about the reconnection as well, isn't it? Because when relationships are severed, when separation and disconnection happen, it can feel that all is lost, particularly when it comes with something as serious and life-altering as a criminal conviction and a prison sentence. So imagine those of you who haven't gone through it yourself, that sense of being bereft that could overwhelm and give rise to despair. And even the giving up. I just loved what Missy said, throw in the towel, but then God threw it right back at her. In that healing space between two things that once were connected, lies an entire universe of possibility. This is where the true stuff, the kindness, the compassion, the mercy, the empathy, and the forgiveness live, ready to work their magic. That is what transforms. That is what we want for the women we serve. We don't transform them. We just help to create conditions that allow that inner power in them to rise up. Shoot, this is what we need for all of us, right? Yes. I often say, those of us out here, we're glad that you are back. And I hope you see that we don't all have it together ourselves out here in the free world. So, yes, the charging onward, upward, and arising. So I often quote the Aboriginal activist Lilia Watson, who once said, "If you have come here to help me, you are wasting your time. But if you have come because your liberation is bound with mine, then let us work together." And make no mistake, we are all in this together. Friends, and your willingness to stand with and for those who are among the most marginalized and vulnerable among us is something to be celebrated as well. So thank you for that. Thank you. And I want you all to give yourselves and each other a round of applause. And now we transition. I'm going to invite Arise Collective's board chair Amy Otto to the stage as we begin our 5th annual Hope Awards ceremony. So we began this ceremony back in 2020 in conjunction with our first fall fundraising event because we knew that we could not just celebrate ourselves. As mentioned previously, this work takes a village, and we have been lifted up, bolstered, and inspired by members of our community, also making a positive difference in the lives of justice-involved individuals each and every day. We wanted to celebrate them as well. And so this evening, it is my distinct privilege to introduce this year's first award recipient, the Angel of Hope, which is awarded to an individual or institution that has significantly supported the work of Arise Collective. This year's recipient is SouthLight Healthcare. Yes, yes, yes. SouthLight Healthcare is a trusted nonprofit leader in substance use and mental health treatment, transforming over 8,000 lives annually in the Triangle and beyond. Their mission is to provide access to high-quality mental health and substance use treatment, fostering a resilient community by supporting individuals in their recovery journey. For over 50 years, they've ensured access to critical services for all, regardless of their ability to pay. They have been our go-to behavioral health partners in countless ways over the many years, particularly, as you heard earlier, after we acquired reentry homes with women who were on medically assisted treatment protocols way back in 2021. They taught us along the way how to be better allies with the women we serve. Now, SouthLight is a really big agency, but they are also made up of so many points of light in the form of their dedicated and committed staff, some of whom have joined us here tonight. I'd like to ask Dr. Christine Brewer, Senior Director of Operations, to join me here on stage to receive the award for SouthLight. Did I give you a doctorate? You didn't? So, Christine and SouthLight, for being exemplary ambassadors for compassionate care through recovery, we are pleased to present you with the Angel of Hope Award.
Thank you so much. And now I'm a doctor, so now I feel like I have a lot to stand up for. No, so thank you so much. Good evening, beautiful people. We are so excited to be here. Obviously, the collaboration and the commitment that we have with the Rise Collective means so much, not only to be here tonight, but also just to be able to serve so many people. Part of, she obviously shared so much of what SouthLight is and does, but one of the values that we hold so close and dear to us is about hope. So now we have not only just a beautiful wings to show hope, but we also are able to share so much more about the things that we've heard tonight: a sense of belonging, champions, belief in ourselves. We've heard about family. We've heard about encouragement, and this small but mighty little word with 4 letters in it called hope. We have a core value at SouthLight where we talk about hope. And there we define it as we inspire each other to see and realize change. And that's because hope is what causes us to see a better future and persevere through hardships to get there. It's what we do every day. It's what the participants at Arise Collective do. It's what they, as our people who come and that we're able to wrap our arms around them every day and support them through their journey with us, get to do. Hope is what allows us to see beyond current situations and to see something better. And at SouthLight, we believe that community is about doing something together that matters, and that making belonging matter. And let me say that again. It's about community, it's about doing something together that makes belonging matter. And that's why we're here tonight. That's why we're together today. And I don't think there's anything better than that. So thank you.
Now I would like to bring Megan Peavy to the stage, Senior Care Coordinator, Megan Peavy.
Hello, hello. For those of you that know me, this will not be a surprise to you, but I like to work off the cuff, and sometimes I'm great under pressure and sometimes not. But there was something I forgot in my script earlier that I feel like is really important. So if it's okay with you, I would like to take a moment to recognize the women that are still in Arise Collective's program, who have successfully gotten their peer support certifications while they were with us. So if you would all please stand to be recognized. Misty Cantu, Faith Parker, Courtney Whistler, Melissa Graves. Closer? Okay. I am tall, y'all forgive me. Okay. Back to my other script. I'll stick to this one, I promise. So it is my honor, and it is just that. It is an honor to present this year's Beacon of Hope Award to this year's awardee. Whew. The recipient of this year's award is a grateful believer in Jesus, and she has been celebrating her recovery out loud since July 26th of 2014. Come on. I need a 10 out of 10 for that, folks. Thank you. She is registered with the North Carolina Addiction Specialist Professional Practice Board as a certified alcohol drug counselor. She is the founder of Recovery Alive Homes. Come on, let me get another one. Thank you, thank you. And works as a chief resource officer at Recovery Alive Incorporated, where she excels in creating systems of care and recovery-ready churches representing God and the community with dedication and compassion that is contagious. Her bold dream of opening a Christ-centered recovery home became a reality on March 1st of 2023 with the launch of the first Recovery Alive home, Grow in Grace. I'll take another one. Thank you so much. Recovery Alive Homes offer a safe haven for individuals recovering from substance use disorder, providing leadership, accountability, friendship, support, and encouragement. She and her husband, Casey, who is here tonight, have been living in recovery for over 10 years, married for 4 years. They have 4 children and 4 beautiful grandchildren, and they are beautiful, I promise. Together, they advocate for others, building positive relationships in the community and working to eliminate the stigma associated with substance use and mental health disorders. And let me just say this too. They have expanded. They are going nationwide. They just opened a home in Alabama, and they are about to open a home in West Virginia, and I have absolutely no doubt that this will be worldwide before it's over. No doubt. Tisha Temple. Because of you recovering out loud and bringing so many others with you, I and we at Arise Collective are delighted to present you with the 2024 Beacon of Hope Award.
Hello, everybody. I'm a crybaby and a talker. So, I have written down what I wanted to say because I want to make sure that I get it all in here. This work that we do is so important. Thank you for the work that we get to do. Thank you for showing up. You ladies are amazing. That's it. God threw the towel back. So not yet. Don't leave. Yes. Thank you so much for the incredible honor. I am deeply humbled to receive the Beacon of Hope Award, standing here among so many remarkable women and their families. Tonight's theme of reconnection holds special meaning to me because it reminds us that no one's story has to end with incarceration. It can be the beginning of something greater. For me, my saving grace came when I completed a substance use treatment program during my 3rd time in prison. That was the turning point. But it was being connected to sober living afterwards that really made the difference. It was the connection that I desperately needed, the bridge to a new life. Being surrounded by women who understood what it was like to walk my path was vital to my recovery. Over 10 years of recovery has given me the opportunity to rebuild my relationship with my children and experience restoration with my own family. These relationships that were once fractured are now stronger than ever, and they remind me daily of the power of connection and healing. Opening Christ-centered recovery homes was my bold and audacious dream, and today I am blessed to walk it out with amazing friends like Tanya and Morgan, who are here with me tonight. They live in the Recovery Alive home, Growing Grace. Tanya has been to prison 7 times, but today she celebrates over 18 months of sobriety. She recently earned her North Carolina Peer Support Certification and has been appointed as the Johnston County RA Home Director. Yes. Watching her journey from brokenness to leadership has been nothing short of inspiring. And then there's Morgan, with over 2 years of sobriety. Watching her grow in her relationship with God and reconnect with her children has been breathtakingly beautiful. These women are living proof that recovery is possible when we are surrounded by a community of love and support. Another blessing has been the opportunity to bring RA process groups into the women's prison at NCCIW. This experience has filled a place in my heart that I never even realized was empty. To offer these women a chance to reconnect with themselves, their faith, and their future brings me immense joy and purpose. I also want to acknowledge my husband, Casey. He is my beacon of hope. Bless him. He certainly has his hands full loving me, but that's why God gave him 2 hands, right? His unwavering love and support remind me every day of the power of grace, forgiveness, and partnership. This award is not just a recognition of my journey. It is a testament to the strength and resilience of the women that we celebrate tonight. Through reconnection, recovery, and faith, we are all capable of rising above our past. Thank you, Arise Collective. For this honor and for continuing to bring hope to those who need it most. Together, we are stronger, and together, we will continue to change lives. Thank you.
Good evening. As Jennifer said, I am Amy Otto. I am the chair of Rise Collective, and I have the distinct honor of giving our Champion of Hope Award this evening. The Champion Hope Award is given to a community leader who is improving the lives of justice-involved individuals everywhere, and I am delighted to introduce to you the recipient. This year's recipient may say that there are more deserving individuals to receive this award, but we could not think of anyone more deserving who exemplifies what it means to put your works where your mouth is. Stephanie Treadway retired following 23 years as a program administrator with the North Carolina Correctional Institute for Women, where she supervised a substance use intensive outpatient treatment program. Having seen many women return to prison because they lack support, resources, or a plan, she has dedicated her time since her retirement to solving this problem. She is the founder and executive director of Redirection NC, a nonprofit program where she assists justice-involved individuals identify and utilize support systems and resources as they transition back into their communities. I had the distinct honor of working with Stephanie for a few years as her program director of Redirection NC. To say that she has a passion for this work is a gross understatement. I learned more about this work working alongside her than in any classroom. I watched her advocate for all the women that she served, giving them as many chances as they needed to succeed. I will always be grateful for the opportunity to have worked alongside her and learned so much. Stephanie, for your passionate and personal commitment to providing refuge and a sense of home for so many, we are pleased to present you with the Champion of Hope Award. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephanie Treadway.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm really honored. You know, I don't know that I'm a champion, but I'm hoping that I'm a messenger of hope. Each day I get up and I ask the God of my understanding to please give me hope. And hope for me stands for helping others prosper every day. You know, we all need that. As has been discussed tonight, we all need hope. And there's been many times when I myself have been hopeless, and God has sent the right people to me. The most amazing thing happened during COVID. It was a hard time for everybody, but I had 4 houses at the time, and I had 20 women that were under my supervision. And I lost my volunteers, I lost my staff, and it was overwhelming. And I prayed one night to for God to please help me, to send me some hope, because I was totally hopeless at that point. I was putting out fires left and right. I was tired. And the next morning, Amy Otto called and said, let's go to lunch. And so we did. And I told her, you know, I'm just tired. We've got a lot going on. All the women had lost their jobs. We were trying to get them to volunteer, but there were a lot of places that wouldn't even let them volunteer because because of COVID. And everybody was, you know, they were having a hard time as well because a lot of them had just gotten out of prison and we needed to keep them busy. And when I talked to Amy, she said, you know, Jennifer may be able to help you with that. And I said, really? And it's like I got hit upside the head with a 2x4. I talked 2 days later. I said, you know, I'll think about that. She said she may be able to help you with your dilemma. And so Jennifer called me a couple of days later and said, you know, we will take a couple of your houses if you would like. And I said that would be great because they still had staff. They still had volunteers that were able to help these women. And I knew it was in the best interest of the women to get the help that they needed. And so we worked on getting them turned over to Arise Collective. And they are prospering still today. Unfortunately, the one house that I had downtown got sold with the regentrification that's going on downtown. And then just recently, just this last 6 months, the city of Raleigh has taken my last house, which is on Six Forks Road with the Six Forks Road expansion. And so I'm no longer doing transitional housing, but I asked the women, what do you need? How can I help you? How can we help you? And they said, we don't have the deposit money when we move in and out of transitioning housing into apartments or into housing. And I said, let me help you. And so now Redirection NC will be doing deposit assistance for those who are justice involved or have been justice involved. So with the help of others, with help of community, we get hope, even when we're hopeless. And that is what we're here to do always, is to help each other. And because that's what we were put on this earth to do. Thank you for this award.
Oh, okay. Finally, we have a special award that we would like to present tonight to a unique nonprofit that is one of its kind in North Carolina. Arise Collective's work centers around women, but as we have heard tonight, women do not exist in isolation. Ask any of the almost 80% of women in prisons who are mothers, particularly the 60% who are mothers of minor children. And many, if not most of them, will say that their connections with their children are the most important, treasured, and missed. Mothers and Their Children, or MATCH as they are affectionately known, improves a woman's ability to stay connected with her children in a meaningful way while she is in prison. There is actually a beautiful child-friendly room that actually does not look that much different in spirit and in truth than marbles. And it's inside the North Carolina Correctional Institution for Women, at which women who participate in and graduate from classes of MATCH are able to have enhanced visitation with their children in ways that strengthen bonds and provide hope all around. Some of the women in our program have been MATCH moms. Indeed, I first met Taloria at a MATCH graduation. The Arise collective relationship with MATCH has been deepening over this past year. And so when we learned that MATCH was celebrating its 30th anniversary, 30 years, you all, 30, in cooperative agreement with the Department of Adult Correction, we knew that we wanted to honor their legacy and applaud their valuable work. So many thanks to the many people from the board and staff and volunteers of MATCH who have joined us this evening. And I would like to invite Jerry Petrie, the clinical case manager of MATCH, to the stage. Thank you, Jerry. For strengthening the bond of family connections for 30 years, we are honored to present this special Legacy of Light Award to the MATCH program.
Thank you. We appreciate this so much, and I'm so happy to see so many former MATCH moms in the room. So if you're a former MATCH mom, can you stand up? Thank you. So it's wonderful to see you on the outside and doing well and thriving. We are so proud of you. Keep pushing, keep going. We plant the seeds on the inside, and you guys continue to foster it, everyone in this room. So we appreciate this so much. Thank you. Thank you.
So congratulations to all the wonderful awardees. Y'all, everybody, please, let's just give another amazing round of applause. We cannot thank you enough for all that you do. And at this time, I would like to welcome back to the stage Dr. D. Where's Dr. Doris Bullock? Arise Collective's Interim Chief Program Officer, and Luverta Gilchrist, one of Arise Collective's most treasured and faithful volunteers, who will come and announce the raffle. Raffle. And in between, and while they are coming up, is there anybody who didn't get a raffle ticket that wants one final chance to buy some raffle tickets? All right. And we really do also want to thank Smooth Ivory. This is our first year. Like, y'all, we just keep growing and growing every year. This is the first time we've had live vocal music. Do you all agree that this has been amazing? Yes. Yes. Thank you all so much for joining us. And as the team gets the raffle tickets all ready, here we go. All right. Thank you all.
Everybody ready? Got your raffle tickets out? Y'all know I trust you, right? But you know me. I'm going to verify.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to verify.
So this one is for the marbles gift. So whoever had tickets in the bucket for the marbles gift, we're going to pull at this time. And you have to be present to win. And the winner is 065. 065. Going once. Oh, we got a winner. Where's the winner? 065. Apple. Okay.
You got it.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. This one is for the Benevolence Farm Natural Body Product Package. You pull. I'm just announcing. Don't blame me.
Okay.
Blame
yeah.
Luverta.
Thanks.
And the winner is 183. Last three numbers, 183. Stephanie. Michelle, can you verify? We trust Stephanie, but we just got to verify. Thank you. We trust her. That means we love you.
We love you, but we got to trust you. To trust you, we got to see the ticket. Okay, good go.
This one is for, where's Jen Greenlee?
Yeah.
This is for Jen Greenlee's gift, the Sally's Golf and Gather. Y'all saw all that pinkness in there? All righty.
Wait, she said that.
She said that.
Yeah, she said that
Yes,
you can get golf lessons.
Golf lessons.
And the kiddies will learn how to play
And the
golf.
kiddies will learn how to play golf.
If they don't know.
I'm doing good, right?
Yeah.
What else? All right.
All right.
Pull.
Oh, that's right. You're not pulling.
I'm not pulling. I'm just announcing.
Okay, you go ahead.
Winner.
Chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner. Golf package. 135. Bingo. I heard bingo.
I heard bingo.
Bingo. Eric. This is DPAC, y'all. Theater night at Durham Performing Arts Center.
valued at $180 to $280 depending on show. Choose between A Beautiful Noise and Neil Diamond musical and some more. Y'all saw it when you voted. When you put your ticket in there, I didn't read to y'all. And the winner is 115. 115. Hey, you know I love you. How about that? This is the spa. And the winner is 086. Zero. Hey, Faith. Faith, the spa. Okay. Okay. So okay. Next prize. This is the beard kit.
So this needs to go to a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
We
think
would
so?
think so, yeah.
Okay.
Where's Charlene? Charlene donated. Where did Charlene go, Captain? She donated this beard kit. It's very nice. And the winner is 063. Is that Ben? Well, how about that? Look at there.
And he got a beard.
And he got a beard. Perfect. Perfect. And he's got a beard.
Got a beard. That's important.
That's important, right?
Yeah.
He said it.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
This is for the Hillsborough Street, if I can ever pull it off.
this is for the Hillsborough Street downtown. And the winner is 167. Bingo! Bingo. Two more. You got two more chances to win. This is for room 5280 live escape games, escape room experience valued at $120 for 4 people. And the winner is 144. 144. Yay! Right here, Campbell, our Campbell family. Right here.
Right there.
Final chance at winning. And remember, I was just the announcer. I ain't pulled not one number, did I?
Okay. Please don't come
This
to
is
me.
this is the Angus Barn wine basket. Yeah, I know, right? Okay. Drum roll. 0, 5. Everybody, who's still in? 0, 5. Who's still in? Raise them high. Just 2 people? 3 people? 0. 0, 5, 0. 0, 5, 0. Oh, thank you all so much. We appreciate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a wonderful night we have all experienced. Yes, that deserves applause. It's been amazing tonight. We have heard great stories of hope, triumph, reconnection, faith, love, resilience, all because of this organization, Arise Collective. I hope that you will continue to support Arise Collective in your own way, but most of all through your time, your talent, and your treasure. To the awardees, continue the good work and fighting the good fight for all justice-involved women, because the world is better because of you. My time tonight has come to an end, and I have thoroughly enjoyed myself. It has been so amazing to learn all these awesome stories and reconnect with so many of you. Thank you so much, Arise Collective, for having me. Now I would like to invite up Arise Collective Board of Directors member, Jackie Ferguson.
Good evening, everyone. What an amazing night. I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who has participated and organized this wonderful event. There's always so much work in making something look effortless. Before we say our goodbyes and drive away from this amazing building, before we take off our event clothes in favor of something a little more comfortable, before we get back to our jobs and our families and our routines, I want to ask you a question. What is our responsibility to one another? Take a moment now to look around. What is our responsibility to care for one another, to uplift one another, to love one another? Many of us are looking at the individuals at our own table, our families, our friends, our colleagues. I would ask that you now look past your own tables, at other people. Look around the room, make eye contact with someone across the room. See each other. Who among us is hurting or struggling? Who may be exhausted or afraid? Who among us may need encouragement or support? Who may need to hear, I believe in you. You matter. At one time or another, that has been each and every one of us. What did it mean in our most difficult situations to have someone say, you can do this. I'm here for you. For the women in this program, for the women who are hoping to participate in this program, for the women who need this program, what is our responsibility to one another? Can what we do here tonight change lives? Yes. Can what we do here tonight strengthen families? Yes. For those of you who have not donated, and Ben did such an amazing job tonight, so thank you. Or for those who feel led now to do just a bit more, I would ask that you take out your phones right now or visit the desk in the front, the registration desk, to make your donation at the conclusion of this program. If not tonight, next month, think about us next year. I get it. It's a difficult time financially for many of us. Groceries are expensive, gas prices are high, jobs are scarce, housing costs are burdensome. How much more are the women in this program impacted by a challenging economy? We are needed. You are needed to make life more hopeful for the women of Arise. Thank you all for being here tonight and for pledging your support to ensure Arise Collective can continue their work in helping the women in this program heal, grow, and thrive. Let's take generosity and responsibility into the rest of this year and into the next, not just with our funds, but with our time, with our kind words, and with our advocacy in all the places that we have influence. Thank you so much.
I know we all want to go home, but there's something about tonight that it's kind of like we want to just keep the energy and the love and the vibe going, right? But we are going to let you go. We are going to let you go. So yes, this event, really I'm here to close us out because this has been an amazing, amazing event. And Yes, it was designed to thank you, our community, for making our ability to do this work possible. Yes, the event is designed to get to celebrate another year of highs and lows, wins and losses, successes and stumbles. Yes, the event is also to raise funds. And yes, the event is also to contribute some love, beauty, and joy into our small corner of the world. But most of all, it is about women. It was about women. It is always about the women and their reconnections with others, themselves, and their higher power. It is about women's values, women's beauty, women's fierceness, to use Dr. D's terms, women's creativity, women's resilience, women's worth, and women's reconnection. So I want to thank all the women who are willing to put their faith and trust in us, because truthfully, we are who we are because of you and your hard work. You are a constant inspiration, and we thank you. We thank you. I want to thank everyone for everything they have done to make this event successful. Our generous sponsors, and you can see their names in our program. We do have a digital program. I'm not sure if that was announced, but the QR code should be on the tables, and the whole program for the evening with bios and interesting info and the sponsor listing is there online for you to enjoy both now and after the event. The awardees, we are so grateful for you again. I have been asked to ask you to please, awardees, come to the stage at the end of the program so that we can take group photos with you. I'd like to thank the food by Catering Works, Umbrella Dry Bar, which has become a wonderful partner with us, the music by Smooth Ivory 2, Faith and Melissa for speaking so passionately and powerfully and sharing your stories with us, all of our speakers and presenters. I want to thank all of our friends who are here. We've got friends and partners from Campbell and Community Success Initiative and Unheard and Pardoned by Christ and Our Journey. And I know I'm leaving off others in addition to the awardees, and just know, I know you and know who you are to us and love you so much. Occasions like this do not happen by magic, and I am really happy to give special acknowledgement to our staff. Again, I acknowledge the work that they do in terms of the work with the women, but they also just toil tirelessly on a daily basis. Although we do work on self-care, so we also give the time for recouping after the tirelessness. But I would like everyone on Arise Collective staff to please stand up, come in here, raise your hand. Please let us give you a shout out. Particularly our event planning committee of Kelly, Molly, and Reggie. Please. Yes. Yes. And also Angela Caraway, the amazing Angela Caraway. I'm not sure where she is, but thank you for your support. And our board. We have an amazing board, y'all. A really amazing board. And I'd like everyone who is on our board, past or present, to please stand. And please do take a look in the program for all the other people who helped make this event possible. I pinch myself every day for the honor and the opportunity to lead in an organization that changes lives and bears witness to this experience. Your presence and support tonight give women hope that they can and will have a second chance at life, to be everything they were meant to be. And your engagement and support in the future means that women will have access to what they need to get started on a new path and stay there. And so now I have been given an amount that we have raised that exceeds any that we have had so far. And I would like to say that you all have raised on our behalf $36,720. Woo! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, when we were little bitty just inside the prison, things were different, but affordable housing and housing is expensive. And this really does. We will be good stewards of your money, and we really thank you and let you know how much we appreciate your support. We are also opening our doors much more again post-COVID to volunteer opportunities and engagement. So please talk with someone on the staff about ways that you can get involved in this work. And with that, I'm going to say a final thank you and turn things over again to our wonderful chaplain, Alyssa. Thank you for a wonderful evening.
Thank you all for coming out tonight. I see so many different partners in the room, people I work with inside the prison, outside the prison, those who offer animal therapeutics, those who contribute in numerous ways. So thank you all for your unique gifts that you bring to Rise Collective. The 5th annual Cause for a Celebration may be ending here, but as you know, the work is only just beginning. Thank you for your presence and contribution, and here's to many more years of meaningful work in the community. Let us lift up and celebrate the human capacity for transformation. And now a closing word adapted from a mentor of mine, Reverend Micah Busey. May the stillness of this space move us to action. May the quiet of this space strengthen our voices. May the breath of this space guide us to inspiration. And until we meet again, may our circle expand, may our souls stretch, and may we become the living hope we seek. Amen, and go in peace. Be safe.